AMC. Today we're going to look through the comments on my recent video on AMC and discuss some of the points, and I'm going to respond to some of the comments from all of the AMC holders that are very, very upset that, well, I don't agree that AMC is going to $1,000 anytime soon. We're going to talk about it right here in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. I would say looking at the chart right now on AMC, you can see we broke through that support yesterday or the day before. We're down there to the $27, $28 level, bouncing off of there. That was previous support resistance in this area here at the 30s, and we've basically broken through that. So we're at that area now where I'm expecting some type of a little bit of a bounce back up here, and then at this point it's like you get a bounce back and then a continuation. So if we get a nice little bounce back, if we get more of an overextended bounce back, basically anything up into this area here, up to the $40 level on AMC, I will definitely be looking to buy puts that would expire there in January, looking for like a $20 put and getting a move down there. I mean, I probably want to buy like $27 puts, $28 puts, and then look, we need green days. We need a few green days so we get a bounce back here on AMC, green, push up to this resistance. If we get denied at that resistance, well, then I'd be looking to buy puts because I would expect, again, another big roll off on AMC and then get down there to the $16 to $20 level. So I need to have a little bit of premium, a little bit of room there. So I don't really want to buy $20 puts. I'd want to buy, $25, $26, $27 puts based on the price. But the thing is, we know we need some green to bounce back here. I don't want to buy puts today. I want to buy puts when the price of the stock is up here at the $40 level, knowing that we have that overall resistance. So that's kind of my overall short thesis here on AMC. If I'm going to get short and getting puts, put contracts there, if it pushes up into this level. So kind of just like that, it pushes back up, rebounds up to this resistance. FOMO buyers, FOMO, and then guess what? This is what happens. I'd see a much larger drop to the downside here based on this basically suckering more buyers, more FOMO, another turn down here off of that resistance, that overall downward trend, and then bang there by the end of January, going into February, being down there to the $16, $20 level or possibly lower from there. So that's my overall thesis in terms of being a bear here and buying puts. But again, I would not be buying puts today. I'd be waiting for, a relief bounce here, a dead cat bounce, push up here. Kind of similar to this move, how we went from 30 up to 52. Everyone thought that, AMC was going to the moon at that point. And, well, that was probably your best opportunity to be buying puts when you get these big squeezes back up towards that overall resistance. Well, that's where we want to be looking to buy puts. So same idea here. I'm going to look to buy puts at that $40 level when it pushes back up here. As people say this is going to go to the moon, well, that could be the perfect opportunity to really load up on puts. All right, so looking here at the comments on my recent AMC video, it's funny because people always love to say like, oh, AMC's not correlating with the market. AMC's going to do whatever it wants. But then when the market's crashing, everyone's like, well, the reason AMC is crashing is because the whole market is down. And it's funny because you can kind of see that, as well. So, and then like this comment here, the lower it gets, the better for shorts to cover. So you'll see a potential run up for quick profits also. So DW, man, I make money both ways. Okay, that's pretty much what I said with that bounce off of that $20 level. So a comment here, there is no better buy signal than when Patrick grows and opens his mouth about being right, since he's been wrong every time and even made videos admitting it. Well, I know there's this argument that I've been wrong every time I make a video about AMC, but the story stays the same. AMC is still not at $100 or $200 or $300. It's never broken above its all-time highs. So I don't really see how I'm losing here. So this comment here, it's the dip before the rip. I've heard that on every single dip so far. Somebody said, weren't you just saying AMC can possibly squeeze? You even started doing TA to favor the movement, and now you're back to bearish. I talked about the TA or the technical analysis for the idea of AMC going down to the $16 level, and that was pretty much my bullish thesis as well, that AMC would need to get down to that kind of $16 to $12 level and then get a squeeze back up from there, kind of giving big money a chance to enter. If it's going to happen, that would be where I would say it's going to start from. It's not going to start from $30 or $40. It's going to start after another big dip. And then once people are really at a point where there's nobody else holding and everyone's giving up and the end of the world is happening, then there's a possibility for the MOAS. but I just don't see that happening, you know, off of just $40 level breaking. Jess said, whatever is stressing you out is showing up on your face. Some baking soda with face wash daily should help your zits and deep pore blackheads. I don't see any I don't see any zits on this face, so I don't know what Jess is talking about. Although I do appreciate your side, we needed this pullback. It's following the wick-off method. Everyone's always got this whole idea of the wick-off method. That's like my favorite idea behind AMC is the wick-off method. So Kevin Martinez said that I'm taking this at my advantage, that the whole market tanked, and you're pointing out AMC only. Okay, well, it's funny because people always get mad like when I post videos about AMC being red, but it's pretty much like always red. I mean, today it's up 6%, but like I said, you know, it bounced off of those lows yesterday. The whole entire market's bouncing back today. People are obviously going to, you know, there's going to be a little bit of trading action and shorts covering today after that big drop, the last 20-30% drop on AMC. So we're going to see relief bounces. This is a pretty funny comment there. They said that I got a busy schedule putting out all these hit pieces lately. It's funny because people think that like my videos are affecting the price of AMC. I don't believe at all that my videos affect the price of AMC. I don't. It's funny that people give that type of acknowledgement or that type of power to my videos, but I don't know. I wouldn't say it, man. This guy said I have hedge fund friends. I actually have no friends who are in a hedge fund, but Daniel said he's never seen someone try and play both sides of a situation and still be wrong just about every time. Your channel is comedy. Again, AMC has not ever broken above all-time highs. It has never broken above previous highs. So I know when people say that I'm like wrong every single time, I don't know exactly what makes me wrong here when AMC is still not $100 or $200, $300. So, I'm trying to figure that out. This comment here, this goofy dude has been saying the same thing for months. I still don't believe you, Patrick. What I do believe is you'll be making a second apologies. You're entertaining at times, so congrats on that. I've been saying since June that I did not believe that AMC was going to go to $100 or $200, $300. And I guess I've been wrong about that because magically somehow AMC has broken above those all-time highs. I don't know exactly what charts people are reading, but the chart that I see is basically showing exactly what I've been saying since June. Trading with Tanner, a lot of stocks acting the exact same way as AMC did today. This means nothing and changes nothing. Well, Tanner, it does change a lot of things because if the price of AMC is going down for the last few weeks, last few months, yeah, it's going down. So thanks for that. Again, people talking about how the overall stock market is in a downtrend, so that's why AMC is also in a downtrend. But I would have to disagree with that because there are plenty of stocks that have gone up in the last few months while AMC has only gone down. Guys, you got to think about this. One very simple idea. We need to look at the all-time high on AMC. Has AMC ever gotten close to the all-time high? It got to $50, but it has never gotten anywhere near $70 since the all-time high. It has only gone down in value since June. Glenn said that I'm FUD. I'm a hater. Are you aware it's a short squeeze play? You're acting like AMC isn't being manipulated. Guys, this whole victim mentality of oh my gosh, AMC's being manipulated. The stock market's manipulated. It's all manipulated. Yeah, we get it. The world is, we get it. The world is a, in lack of better words, it's a messed up world we live in. There's manipulation everywhere with money, with taxes, with everything. There's manipulation. It's a game, right? The world, life is a game. And some people lose the game. Some people are products. Some people, make money off of other people. There's always going to be, somebody out there who's making more money than somebody else. And it's not to say that that person making more money is, manipulating the person who's making less money. It's just the world. It's just the way it is. Life is not fair. So to sit here and cry about how AMC is manipulated, it's not fair, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, it's very simple. AMC as a company is a failed company. This whole entire movement behind AMC, the whole idea of the stock going higher and all that is nothing but a bunch of people wanting to make lots of money or basically wanting to double their portfolios off of this idea of shorts covering, of this idea of this massive short squeeze that might never come. And let's be honest, it's like everybody's like everyone's trying to preach about how they want to change the market, how they want to make the market more transparent, and all these things. But let's be honest, like I said yesterday, 99%, let's say 100% of the people that are invested in AMC only want one thing, and that's one thing only, and that's to get their gains. They want to be able to buy AMC for $30 and then sell AMC for $100. This is not about changing Wall Street. This is not about people wanting to save. This is not about people wanting to save Wall Street. This is not about people wanting to save AMC. It's only about the money. So the greed and the fear and all that, that's why people are so passionate. That's why people get so upset about my videos, because they're just greedy. That's all it is. People are just very, very greedy, and they basically are upset that their stock that they bought at $40, they were thinking was going to go to $200, has not gone up in value again since June. It's funny because when you read through the comments on my AMC videos, you can see the desperation, you can see all the emotion, you can see the anger that people have, because they've basically been duped into buying into AMC as this MOAS theory has been pushed across social media, how we've got this huge push of people that for the first time ever, they bought a stock because some guy on YouTube told them to buy it because it was going to go to $1,000. So they bought 5 shares of AMC when it was $50. They thought, oh my gosh, I'm going to be able to buy a Lambo after AMC goes to $1,000 because Trades said that MOAS is going to happen. And you got to think too, so many AMC holders got into AMC after it went from, $7 to $70. I would say probably 90% of the people that are holding AMC today have a price average of at least $20 or higher. I would love to see people that actually can prove, I would like to see that the majority of AMC holders can prove that they bought in below $20. I'm saying that 99% of the people that are still holding AMC today are holding with a price average of over $20. So that's why they're so upset. There's so much emotion, because when you read my comments, you see, people just basically say I'm an idiot. They say I have no idea what I'm talking about. They become emotional, because I get it. Your investment that someone duped you into buying has not gone up in value. If you bought AMC at 70, you're down. If you bought it at 50, you're down. If you bought it at 40, you're down. Even if you bought it at 30 at this point, you're barely at break even. So what happens is people who bought at 20, it gets to a point where they're going to end up taking profit, because they're like, oh my gosh, maybe it's not going to go up. Maybe I'm going to take my profit. The guy who bought at 40 is now sitting down 10%, and he's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm down huge. Am I going to hold, or am I going to sell? If AMC continues to go down in value, there will be more and more selling pressure as we go lower, and the buyers will just start to walk away. The people who were buying the dips on AMC will no longer be buying the dips because, well, they just get bored, or they don't have money, or vice versa. And I'm saying that a lot of the AMC holders, again, it's not about me like trying to trash talk AMC holders, but let's be honest, a lot of the people that bought into AMC bought into it because of the hype. They didn't buy into it because they actually believed that there was some type of movement here. They're going to change Wall Street and, make it fair for the middleman or the little man. If you look back at all of the protests and all the people that have been fighting Wall Street since, since the financial crisis and all those things, Wall Street does not care about your personal feelings about what they do with business. They do it. They're going to keep doing it. They're not going to stop. It's the way it is. Life is unfair. So crying about it, buying a stock, saying you're going to take down Wall Street is not how you're going to take down Wall Street. It's just not going to happen that way. If people really wanted to take down Wall Street, I'll tell you exactly what you should do. Number one, you should not buy a stock of a massive supply company that is a total pump and dump in terms of AMC not having actually value in the future, having a movie chain that's going out of business. You're basically inflating AMC here. You're inflating Wall Street. You're creating volume. You're creating liquidity. You're buying options. You're making Wall Street richer through this whole entire movement. That's literally what is happening here. And I know people are going to say, in the comments about, oh my gosh, we made some hedge fund lose $1 billion. Guess what, my friends? They might have lost $1 billion on paper, but they made billions of dollars on the other side doing other things. At the end of the day, hedge funds make money off volatility. They make money off volume. They make money off selling and buying option contracts. They're making money either way. If you look at their numbers, you can see that these hedge funds are making money. The brokers are making money. And at the end of the day, that's who's going to benefit the most from this whole entire AMC movement, is not the actual holders, but it'll be the brokers who basically are making tons and tons of money selling order flow and making money off the volume, getting those incentives from the exchanges for creating volume. 100% I believe that this whole entire AMC movement was basically created and manipulated by bigger money to create tons of liquidity in the market, to sucker in new investors. Those new investors get into the market through AMC. They start buying other stocks. They start getting into these pump and dumps. You're creating liquidity. You're creating exit liquidity for these big brokerages and big funds and etc. So to think that the AMC movement is going to take down Wall Street, that is the furthest thing from the truth. All the AMC movement is doing is fueling Wall Street to make more and more money for the brokers and for the hedge funds and for the bigger funds out there that are making money off of all the retail traders. If people really wanted to take down Wall Street, stop playing the game. Stop playing Wall Street. Stop trying to buy stock in some company that's going bankrupt. Go out and invest in cryptocurrency. Find other alternatives, methods of investments that take money away from Wall Street, that take money away from the Wall Street brokers and put money back into the people's hands. Something like cryptocurrency. Obviously, there's companies like Coinbase and other brokers that are making tons of money off of cryptocurrency right now. But at the end of the day, there are ways to buy crypto without supporting these larger companies and things like that. There are ways to actually make a difference in the world other than just sitting around and crying and saying that stocks are manipulated or Wall Street's manipulated, it's all a fraud. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. If people really wanted to change the world, if they wanted to change Wall Street, they would stop playing the Wall Street game. It's that simple. That's just the way that I look at it. So if you guys haven't already, do me one big favor. Hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on.